Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to show you how Suite Engine's Channel Sales Manager, or CSM as we all lovingly call it, can provide you with seamless and automated integration to the e-commerce system of your choice. I'm going to do something a little counterintuitive today, in that in this CSM demo, I'm going to show as little direct CSM functionality, meaning screens or pages or objects, as I possibly can. The reason for this is that I want to demonstrate how unobtrusive CSM is when it comes to Business Central. Most of the processes and activities are performed behind the scenes via automation, meaning that from the perspective of you and your users, there is no need to learn an entirely new solution for e-commerce order and product management. So to start with, here we have our e-commerce storefront. In this case, we're working with Shopify. We also have out-of-the-box integrations to other platforms, including Amazon, BigCommerce, Magento, and WooCommerce. In addition, CSM's architecture makes it possible to build integrations to any other e-commerce system that you may be using. But anyway, here we have our Shopify store. It's for the Acme Corporation. As you can see, we already have a handful of products. So let's switch over now to our Business Central environment. And in this scenario, we have a new product that we want to add to our product portfolio. It's the Acme rocket-powered roller skates. As you can see, we have some basic information here. We have an image. We have some marketing text. Maybe we generated that with Copilot. We have pricing information, so on and so forth. Within CSM, we have the concept of what we call a CSM listing. This basically represents the link between an item in Business Central and a product on an external e-commerce channel. So now that I've created my item in Business Central, I can generate the CSM listing for it directly from the item card. That happens on this Auto Create CSM Listings Fast tab. On my first line here, I can choose my Acme sales channel. You can see I have other sales channels available as well. And the nice thing about this is that if I am working with multiple channels, so maybe in addition to my Shopify store, I'm also selling on Amazon, I could create listings for all of these other channels just by entering additional lines here. The final thing I need to do is I do need to set this auto creation status to ready. When CSM's automation routine for listings next runs, it will pick up any outstanding lines with this ready status. Speaking of automation, CSM leverages standard Business Central job queue functionality for sending and retrieving information. I've defined some of my Acme specific job queues here. You can see here's one from my listing management. And for the sake of this demo, I'm going to manually execute this. Obviously, the idea here is that the job queue will run the automation on its own according to the schedule you define. Again, me manually executing this is just for the sake of the demo. Okay, job queue's done. Let's go back to our Shopify store. Let's refresh the page. And look at that. We now have our rocket-powered roller skates available for purchase. Let's click in it and take a look at our product page. You can see we have the picture, we have the pricing, we have that marketing text. It's all been copied over from Business Central. All right, so that's the product side of things. Now let's talk about the order side of things. And let's go ahead and buy this item. So we'll add it to our cart. And we can now go to checkout. I'm already logged in here as a customer. Let's pick our shipping method. We'll do Acme's super speedy shipping method, 10 to 20 minutes. And we'll need to put in a credit card. And I'm just going to put in a fictitious card here. And we'll say we want to pay now. And there we go. We've placed our order. If I go to our customer account, you can see we have our order there. It's order 1027. It has a payment status of authorized, status of unfulfilled. Let's go back now to Business Central, and we're going to run another job queue. This one is for our order management routine. Again, I'm just going to manually run this. The routine is completed. And now we can take a look at a list of our sales orders. If I scroll down here somewhere, look to our Shopify orders, here we go. Here's our today's date. So we now have a sales order for the Shopify order in Business Central. We open it up, we can kind of see all the information that we have here. Here's all of our shipping details. Here's our line. There's our rocket-powered roller skates. There's the pricing for it. Other things like the shipping. There's that super speedy shipping method here. So you can see how we've built this order from the data we retrieve from Shopify. In addition, the way in which we configure CSM can also impact the way in which the order is created. And a really good example of this is if you look at the sales lines here, you'll see that in addition to our product line, we also have a second line for the shipping charges as well. Now, regardless of the way in which the order was created, at the end of the day, it is a sales order in Business Central. Fundamentally, it's no different than if I'd manually entered it myself. And at this point, the way that I deal with it is going to depend entirely on my company's processes. From a CSM perspective, it doesn't really matter what happens until we get to the point of posting the order. Because at that point, what we'll do is we'll send information back to Shopify. And a really good example of this is a tracking number. So I'm going to, in this package tracking number field, I'm just going to enter a fictitious tracking number. This is fine. And now I'm going to post the order. All right, our order has been posted. I'm going to toggle back to Shopify. I'm going to refresh this customer's account page. So again, currently the order is authorized and unfulfilled. Let's refresh this. You can see the status has updated to paid. The fulfillment status is updated to fulfilled. If we open this order to get more details, we can see other things. For example, there's that fictitious tracking number that we just plugged in. And that pretty much takes us through the full cycle. We've created an item, we've sent it to an e-commerce channel, we've ordered that item, we've retrieved that order into Business Central, we've fulfilled it within the ERP, and then we've sent that information back to our e-commerce channel. So as I conclude, I'll put up our contact information in case you'd like to get in touch with us and learn more about how CSM can bring efficiency and automation to your e-commerce activities. Again, what I really want to emphasize here is how minimal the footprint of CSM was and how little of an impact it made upon your Business Central processes. Now, obviously, there are setup and configuration activities that I performed and that you didn't see, and that you need to do that. And you do have the ability to have a more hands-on experience with various parts of the integration if you wish. Maybe you don't want to automatically send over product information. You want someone to manually review it and then make that decision to send it over. That's completely fine. Ultimately, our goal is to give you freedom to manage your e-commerce activities according to your business processes, whatever they may be. That's all, folks.